Welcome to another episode of the Angels Positivity and Love Show. Incredible guests with phenomenal abilities and radiance coming to us from all over the world. It's their heart vibe, it's their high frequency, it's their helping others, giving service to others. Not all of them are healers, but a good proportion are, or they're broadcast journalists, or a White House physician to the US president, three presidents, Rear Admiral, not retired when it comes to being a doctor in real life today, but retired on the Navy side. Um, we've had an Australian actor from Sea Patrol, if you've seen that, or musicals Down Under in Australia, Ian Stenlake. He's wonderful. The youngest Delta Force operator, Dale Comstock, although he's much older now. And we've had another Green Beret on, just fantastic New York Times best-selling authors and so on. We're at 3+ years and hundreds of episodes if you include Solo or the APL Spotlight series, where I expect for you to be able to see our guest today again in the future, Rae Calnan. She's already been on once before. You're seeing this in May or June of 2026. She's absolutely wonderful, true healer, true spirit, true guiding light for us all. Has studied up on a bunch of modalities, but she's great at helping people and inspiring others. She's also a show host. And so, Rae, great to see you again. Great to have you back. You're tight with angels. So every time I get to be with you, I am thrilled.
Hi, it's brilliant. Thank you for having me on the show. And it's great chatting to you again. And yes, angels are just all around us at the moment. They're literally coming and going, hi, I'm here, hello, hello.
You're giving me goosebumps. And yes, and we got to play before the show. We'll play again on air in a little bit. But let's make this serious. What would be your big picture message for mankind or people watching who are a little worried about what they're seeing around the globe or in their backyard? There's strife, there's judging, there's a lot of efforts to control. What's your chin up message, and how can we be our best and highest vibe?
Really going inwards and being our true authentic self and finding like-minded people that can lift and inspire us and actually stay lifted and inspired. So it is a case of turn off the news, turn away from all those people that have got all the negative energy, all the negative thoughts. That yes, there's a lot of things going on in the world. It's a reset. But when you actually take yourself out of it and you get a bird's eye view of it and you come back into yourself, then you actually bring that peace and that calm and all that stuff around you. Yes, you know it's going on, but it doesn't affect you in your everyday life. And you can actually move forward with so much more light and happiness and grace and be that beacon of light for other people around you and watch their energy change as your energy changes. So it's really a case of just switching off, staying in your own lane, surrounding yourself with things that are beautiful, fun, love, and just moving forward and breathe. Very important. Make sure you breathe.
Brilliant advice. I love it. And it's kind of parallel to what you would have said if we had talked about Lucy. We don't know who Lucy is, but if Lucy's getting a divorce, she's a close friend of yours. You would have to almost take the same strategy because you want to be there for her, but you can't interfere. You can't get in there. She's got to experience what she's got to experience. And so, can you talk to us about the imaginary Lucy going through a divorce, how it's parallel advice to the big picture with society, and how things tend to work out that there's a bigger plan? Angels might have talked to you about that.
Yeah, no, there definitely is, and I've kind of like experienced it on a level myself when the rug was pulled out from under my feet. But yeah, it is everything that happens in our life, there is a reason for it, whether we understand it or we don't understand it. And quite often, if things are meant to change in our life, we sometimes don't listen to that advice, to that guidance. And the universe, the angels go, well, if you're not listening, we're going to create this situation. We're going to put things in place so that you do listen to us. And yes, it may be painful to you. Yes, it may be heartache, but we wouldn't be doing this if we didn't think you could actually cope and deal with this and that it is for your highest good. So take that bird's eye view, look at the situation, the positives, the negatives, everything that's gone on before is going on now and what could possibly go on in the future. And when you get that bigger picture, You understand why things have happened. It may not be immediately, and it may be several weeks later, but you do get to see that bigger picture and know why it's happened. And eventually you will get to that point where you're like, damn, I'm so glad that did happen to me, because I've now moved on and I've now got this in my life. I'm now doing this. I feel so much better now. I don't feel like I'm being controlled. I can be free to be me now. And I'm going to embrace that. And the universe will go, excellent. That's what we wanted to tell you. So we're going to bring all that to you now, because you've listened, you've learned, and you've moved forward.
Can we have you touch upon all of it again? And sort of, we're going to circle back. I'm going to give you two quotes. And then maybe you can ask an angel to step in. It could be Michael. It could be any of the ones you love to listen to. It could be just potluck. We'll let an angel say, pick me. And then they'll weigh in as well. You'll do the listening and relay it along. But here are the two quotes. And this is touching into a little bit of Buddhism, perhaps. Suffering can be the best instructor if you want to go the slow, long road. And then experience is what you get when you don't get what you want. And let's talk about that. Let's have you wax poetic one more time on this. And then, if you don't mind having that angel step forward.
Okay, well, the angels already stepped forward, so I've got a little choice in this, and it's Metatron that's stepped forward for us. And it's basic. Okay, so what Metatron is actually saying, the guidance that is coming through, is that, again, you would not be experiencing anything we do not feel that you are able to cope with. You will not go down those roads that you cannot deal with. It's a learning experience. You came here to learn. You came here to experience these things. And with our guidance, our help, and knowing that we're there and that you are supported, you'll be able to move forward. You will be able to see the bigger picture. You just have to trust, go within, and maybe seek out guidance from other people that can support you and guide you to learn those lessons, to understand why they've come. But know that you will make it through, because we are there supporting you, helping you all the way through. Breathe and bathe yourself in beautiful angelic light, however that light may come into you. Yeah.
I'll do another quote. This one's from an angel named Dale. He coached an Olympic athlete we all know from the 70s, 80s who won a lot of golds. The question to Dale was, what is compassion about, or how to do more? But this one, I think, is what is compassion about? I think there's a million answers defining compassion, and could be trillion if you had a trillion questions posed. But here's Dale's response. Compassion is just being and trusting the outcome to be of the highest intent for all. So I'm going to put up a photo of an angel that of angels. It was over my house 10 or 12 years ago or further back, 2014, 2015. I'm sitting at night and I hear go outside and take a photo. And I at least didn't put up a fight. Thank God. Grab the sure shot camera. It's all the archangels, and Metatron's the little guy in the back. And so that's Metatron and the little bit of light there.
Ooh.
If you could get a group response, or it's individual angels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, etc., Zadkiel, Shamiel, Jophiel, and Metatron, who is chiming up now to add a little extra?
There's actually a unison of several of them, which is they're basically saying, go within your heart, open your heart. That is where compassion is. Allow yourself to love yourself. However hard that may be, when you love yourself and you trust your heart, the compassion is there.
I love it. Nice. I'm going to read one more quote and then see where it takes you. It's Archangel Uriel, and I should almost have this memorized. I think I do. If more people would listen, less conflict would result in any given situation. And it is, if more people would listen, less conflict would result in any given situation. I'm good. There's about 10 things I can remember in the last 12 years. Um, what's your reaction to that about being at peace, letting go of having to take action, slowing down a little bit more, maybe less action, less thinking? Um, talk to us about that.
Funny enough, that is kind of like the what I've been getting for this year to actually come through. And it is slowing down. I mean, there's a lot of talk at the moment where we're going into the year of the horse, which is obviously movement going forward, but it's actually measured going forward. It's not rushing forward, just going, right, I'm going, I'm going, I'm going, I'm going. It's taking your time with it, savoring every step that you're taking, everything you're doing. You know, slow and steady will get you there, and slow and steady can speed things up, and things can move faster in a more organized way than if you were to rush forward and they move sort of like all haphazardly. So take your time, move forward slowly, be present, and allow yourself to be guided. Trust what comes up. Follow those breadcrumbs. Look out for those synchronicities. Take action on them. And of course, when you're going slower, you notice all those synchronicities, you notice all those breadcrumbs, all that guidance coming into you. And as you notice it, act on it. Don't ignore it. Act on it, and it will move you forward. And this year will be absolutely perfect for you. Yeah.
The year of the horse. Why the long face? Okay, I'm gonna put up Geronimo, older picture of Geronimo. He loves horse metaphors, but I should adjust that. Horse vision. So with your permission, in a moment, you'll get a visual, see the photograph, you'll immediately connect. He comes in so fast. Unconditional love, action, 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 dry wit. He does talk slang, like literally every other Native American chief. It's formal, proper, yes, no. He's like, yeah, nah, duh. You already know the answer. But he loves giving you horse visions. Most people are, you see yourself or feel yourself riding on a horse. I think only one person was forced to get off the horse because they're so connected to the universe. They're the only person I've ever met in 14 years whose only job on this planet is to ground all the time. They're so connected. They just need to ground. They're popping out of their body all the time. So he loves giving horse metaphors. That was a really long-winded introduction for this fellow. He is like a lightning bolt action. He comes through straight away. Get something private, get a hug, get a blessing, smell one of those sacred smells in the air. I have not lit sage in the last 10 minutes. What are you catching in the air around you right now?
Rebecca.
I didn't do it. Blame Geronimo, blame angels, don't blame Canada. Okay, have Geronimo share something for us all that's pithy and quick. And remember what you said earlier, slow and steady wins the race. I love that.
Okay, right. So how can I word this in
He hopefully didn't curse too much. He does that. First time it happened 10 or 12 years ago, I was like, oh my God, I'm out of business. Uh,
Okay, so his message was in the most polite way possible, as we can in English, is get out of your way and allow the path to be shown to you. The horse knows where it's going. Don't try and stop it.
Ooh, and I'm going to buy a little time because in a second, you'll close your eyes. Maybe we'll have you close your eyes now. He'll give you a very personal vision, ask a couple angels to support it, and breathe through your mouth at home. If you want to get that vision, you want to smell that, just you have no limits. So just give yourself permission, ask angels to make it nice. Don't do anything. Let go. Be in your heart. But he once showed someone riding on a horse, but he was like, don't look back, don't look left, don't look right, ride, ride, ride. And it took me 3 months of running. I've been running for 43 years. For it to hit me on a run, that's when I do some, appreciating that the horse metaphor is your heart, I think. So let him show you something amazing, and Ray's already there, and I'll kind of set a timer and do some public service announcements for another 40 seconds. If you want to have your favorite angel touch you on the shoulder and light you up a different way that complements Geronimo's work, have Geronimo give you a mantra that is hilarious but very potent. And then at home, we're nearing 3,000 subscribers. Maybe by the time you're watching it, we've hit it. But get the word out on the show. We take steps with angels on the show. You can see balls of light flying by, not even just balls, but other shapes. You can interact basically with the universe angels. We try to make this fun, different. We help you unlock what you've already got. We help you listen, hopefully, a little bit more. And the guests are sparkly, fun, the really cool ones we'd love to have back on. They're all cool, but the ones who are really participatory and can maybe rub off on you. So we've had, I think 12 times is the record for a lot of those are mind, body, spirit panels. But click the like button, put a comment down. And if you're shy, you've not done a comment in a year on anything you've watched on YouTube, an emoji counts. I don't think anyone's going to judge you for an emoji. Do an emoji. Okay, Rae, we've got to pull you back. We've got content to deliver to this amazing audience worldwide. What happened?
Well, Geronimo gave me a little mantra for everybody to remember. I am me, you are you, but we are connected in our hearts.
And did you get a horse metaphor? Vision, experience.
I'm not going to repeat it.
Okay. Okay. So we'll keep that private. We won't horse around here at all.
No.
I'll read one other thing and see where it takes you. And it's breathe more fully, feel the universe, absorb insight from within, relax and learn, awaken to a bigger reality. Where does that help you take us somewhere?
Read that again.
Ooh, breathe more fully, feel the universe, absorb insight from within. And I'd add a little asterisk and be like, from angels, other beings of light, they're within you, they live within you, they're around you. Relax and learn. Awaken to a bigger reality. And there's a little extra, I'll give it just in case it helps. Give and share love. Understand in your own way at your pace that everything really is connected, just as you said, and you are unique, just as you said.
Really is finding your community and tribe that allows you to be you, that complements you, you complement them, and you all work together for your own uniqueness, but you create this beautiful energy together that expands and goes out, and is part of the greater whole, the greater universe. That connection to all and everything, real, imaginary, this lifetime, previous lifetimes, future lifetimes, different timelines, galactic, whatever you want. We are all our own unique person, but we all work together. So when we all work together, we create the most perfect energy that there is.
I love this. If it's an American baseball analogy, you're knocking the ball out of the park, and the poor kid in the parking lot who wanted it as a collector's item, you've knocked the leather off the ball as well. So, poor kid. Okay,
Sorry.
I'm going to read an excerpt from Listening to Angels. I'm going to plug my own book. I don't get to do that enough on the show. It hit number one twice in August, September of 2025, thanks to being on a big coast to coast AM show with George Nuri, and that was cool. But if anyone thinks I wrote it, that's great. There's absolutely no way. I saw balls of light as I was typing. And if you think this language, I'm reading an excerpt to prompt you for the next step here. If you think I wrote this, you're the best. I'm going to have you on the show. There's no way I wrote this. Okay. There's a sort of a chapter in an appendix. It's all the language of angels. Think of it as a collective of angels talking about stuff. Why is being, which is our next topic, why is just being the key to all of this? Being is believing in all. You do not need to be like anyone else, which is what you were just saying. You do not need to be like anyone else. Be you. Smile more, think less. Do not permit others to dictate your well being. Own your own being in life. Love more and allow more. You can be happy now in this very moment without a single reason. Again, this is why it's not about words or concepts, which are often just another form of egoic thinking. Always keep releasing so as to not allow walls to be rebuilt. Ego. What to release exactly is never that important. Those are mere details. Keep releasing. And it goes on and on and on, and I could go on and on and on. Where are you taking us next with the concept of being? Or as Tibetans would say, Buddhist monks from Tibet, suchness.
It's knowing that And it's the word knowing, not believing, because a lot of people know I don't like the word believe because it has the word lie in the middle of it. And I always say you either know or you don't know. And it's knowing that you are here, you are an individual, part of a collective, and what you have to bring forward is so needed now. It doesn't matter what other people may say, if even if they try and put you down and go and sort of like say, this is not what you should be saying. This is not part of what we want to achieve. It's having the courage to go, no, this is what I know. This is me. This is what I'm bringing into the world, into this situation. And I'm going to stand by this. It's for my highest good, the highest good of all around. So why would I want to damp it down? Just let me be and do what I need to do, and you do what you be and you do what you need to do. And at some point, it will all come together and combine to make that perfect synergy and energy.
Rae, your wisdom is shining through today. I love this. It always does. Okay, I'm going to put up another Tibetan Buddhist monk who fled Tibet just before the Dalai Lama. So he had been around a long time, passed away in the 80s, fully reconciled for anybody worrying about it. But Chögyam Trungpa, Rinpoche, if we want to do the full title and stuff. But I asked like 14 years ago, I was like, hey, that's a mouthful. What else can we call you? And he said, call me Gentle Frank. So whatever you're comfortable with. He wanted his younger photo. Here's something just beautiful from him that's private and get a beautiful hug and blessing. If you want to get uh, Tibetan bells, or if your eyes are closed, you can see the wheel. It'll be some sort of blessing. Maybe it's just more incense from Tibet. It'll be something. But when you do come out of it, could you come out swinging again in the direction you've been taking us? You've been doing such a great job. If anyone's stuck in snow as you're watching this, it's another scoop of snow with a shovel off the sidewalk so you can walk a smoother path. Or snow shoveling, except by the time you see this, everything is melted if you're in the northern hemisphere. Hopefully.
Ooh, beautiful sounds there.
Good. And what do you have for us from that experience with Chögyam Trungpa?
Be It still ties into that be yourself, but it's be in that stillness.
Mm.
Allow that stillness to be a guide to you. We can get so much wisdom when we're still, when we don't have all the sounds going on around us. A good tip is, when just before you go to sleep, when the room is dark, maybe not if you've got a snoring partner next to you, maybe not, but when you've got that quiet time, or even create that space, listen to the stillness, because in the stillness talks to you. It gives you guidance. It supports you. It has a lot to say, whether words, energy, feelings, colors. So just tap into that stillness, that being, and you'll be surprised at what comes through for you. And how you feel moving forward, things will be a lot smoother and easier for you because you've got that stillness, that breath that leads the way.
Now, a totally random question, the opposite of stillness, clearly. What music band would you put on if it was Tuesday next week? It's an hour from now, to jazz you up and get you swinging the arms, even singing out loud, maybe. I don't know. It doesn't have to be your favorite band, or maybe it was the band you only did once in the last 10 years, but who might you consider putting on just to get into the groove? Could you name a band?
Oh, Bon Jovi.
Okay. And I'm going to put up a couple more angels, but then I'm going to blow sage and put my hands up and we'll do light against a dark background. It's the Force from Star Wars, auras, consciousness. I've been seeing your aura during the show. I invite folks to see hers. Respectfully, let angels be the filter. Even if it's a decade from now, you're in Germany, Christchurch, Tokyo. The sage smoke, just catch it, smell it. Your heart's already fully connected, and time and space are not what we think they are. So maybe Rae will be kind enough to give her take on that in a second. But here's Joy, the angel Joy. She's cosmic, very happy, 29-year-old voice, 28, peppy. What's Joy got as a quick reminder for us all? And make sure you get a couple hugs and sparkles up and down your back. At home, people can treat her like a fireplace. Put your hand out. You'll feel what you feel. Don't judge. 1,000 ways to feel her. Try too hard, you'll get sparkles on the toe or
Or
toes.
sparkles on the fingers.
Okay. What's Joy have as a reminder for everyone?
Smile, be happy. When you smile, other people smile. So keep smiling.
I have a quote from her. I'll never find it in time, but laugh more, and your laughter is hope and healing to others. She said that once, and I love that, and that was a miracle. I remembered it. Okay, here's Charlotte, everybody's favorite school teacher from third form, but not Mrs. Johansson, if that's the one who got everybody in trouble. Mrs. Wilson or Mrs. Johnson, the nice one. So here she is. Get something private from her if you want snuck in real quick, and then something for public consumption.
Ooh, interesting.
What'd you get?
We are always learning, so be open to what information you are given,
Hmm.
but be discerning with it.
Mm. And angels did say once, a long time ago, they're still learning from us, even though from our perspective, they're basically like walking Encyclopedia Britannicas and much more. Marvel superheroes, if you wish. Here's Minn. I'm not going to try to pronounce the whole long name and explain everything, but Minn is the Lakota Sioux word for water, like Minnesota. So Minn is that word for water. She's very oceany, Pacific princess, got a serious background. I'm not trying to be too serious, but like Pleiades, Andromeda, she's an angel today, unconditional love. And what are you getting from Minn for all of us?
Go with the flow, don't fight the tide.
Are you ready for some sage in England
Oh,
from
yes.
Texas? And why settle for ho hum linear now that you know sage or you've watched the show before? And it's a great time to do an emoji if you get the sage. Plenty of people have commented, and I try to put a few of those up on the website. Like they're, hey, I smelled the sage, or I got sage flowers. Ask for your favorite flowers. And then ask for an ocean that you're not living right in front of. You miss Hawaii, you miss Rehoboth, you miss Seychelles, you miss the south of France, you miss somewhere that it's deeply moved you or where you're from. You haven't been back in a while. Ask for that ocean to be brought to you. It could be that last angel bringing it to you. It could be all the angels. Any one angel is good enough to get stuff done. You're already getting the sage, I trust. You look like it.
Oh, yes.
What flowers are you getting? And could you get something extra that may not be on the dance card? It might be something we haven't mentioned. Sparkles on the shut eyelids, light coming in, a little fireworks show, or a hand on the shoulder, squeeze of your hand.
I'm getting jasmine coming in, the flower, which is a beautiful smell. Oh,
And
and lots of butterflies. It's just splitting around.
well, Ray, you're definitely invited back on the show. So, okay.
Yeah.
Uh, Let me think. I said light. Let there be light. I'm just gonna do the thing out of the Celestine Prophecy movie. They go like this. I did it once watching the movie Cocky before I kind of popped intuitively, and I saw white light everywhere, and I freaked out for 10 minutes. For some reason, I always used to run to my kitchen, my first Austin home. I'm in San Antonio today, and I remember for 10 minutes, like a fish in a fishbowl, swirling around in one direction. I just ran in a circle with my arms flailing, yelling, what did I just see? What did I just see? I was cocky and I did it great. And then when thinking kicked in, I judged it and I freaked out. And once you get over the freaking out part, it's kind of like everything else. You become a good tennis player, you become a good driver. You read books the whole way through. You don't stop 2 pages in and say, what am I doing? I'm reading. Oh my God, I better stop. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put this up, but in the 1970s, they were doing this. They could see light that way. In India, they do it this way, so it's not really the movie. Okay, you'll see a little bit of light. I'll go bigger in a second, and you'll get an object perhaps in the greater flow. For the moment, let's do a dad joke. Bert and Ernie, Sesame Street. Nobody has to remember these characters, but if you're laughing, you're letting go. Bert offers Ernie ice cream. What's Ernie? Bert offers Ernie ice cream. What's Ernie say? Sure, Bert.
Oh, God.
Okay. Catch a little bit of light at first. And what are you seeing, Ray?
Pink, pink string,
Now, what are you getting?
uh, bobbin with pink string,
Ooh, in English, though, say it a different way for us.
a spindle that's got pink string on, a roll of pink string.
Oh, got it. Okay, awesome. And I'll stop. Sometimes we have the guests put their hands out, the light can go in the hand, they can look down, I get to sit down and they can bring it in next time. And let me do one more angel, or would you like to have, let me do a, like it's a guest quiz show. Door number one, do you want Jesus, Mary, Buddha, Muhammad, Plato, Mother Teresa? I am just so out of names right now. I can't think straight.
Quan Yin.
Quan Yin. I got Quan Yin for you. Okay, great. And here she is. I'm going to use a statue that's a real statue around the globe. Don't know where, probably China. Who knows? Here she is. Catch something wonderful. And when you're ready, close your eyes and see her in your third mind's eye thing, whatever you call it. If it's a beach setting, Asian setting, anybody at home wants to turn it up the volume and the impact and your sensory overload thing, breathe a little more. 1 millimeter counts through the mouth. Breathe so the shoulders are going up and down. If you're a professional nose breather, do it through the nose, but that's 1 out of 100. And let her reach out. At first, let her come really close, not too close so you freak out, but look into her eyes and see oceans of light. It could be lush green forests and forest consciousness is coming in. She'll do something super special. It might be galaxies spinning. Those whatever I'm trying to say, looking into her eyes is going to be big. And when you're ready, she can put a hand or two hands, one on each shoulder. She can touch you on the breastplate and bless you. She can touch you on the forehead and bless you. She could kiss you on the forehead. It just depends on what you're comfortable with. If you're in Europe, you might be getting those left kiss, left kiss, right kiss, French style. Who knows? Let Quan Yin do something special for you. And she might hand you an object if you're really on a roll. Each to his or her own. And people can hit pause, go back. Once you've kind of gotten your courage up to even try this, go find one of those photos. Photos will move, by the way, whether it's a historical photo of Audrey Hepburn or angels in light energy form. And I've got, that silhouette of an angel 3 different ways. The cover of the book, she's one way, ball light with a face in it. Then she's a silhouette the way you saw it today. And then she's a double overlapping white ball light. That's the front page of my website. There's no one way about the photos. I used to hand the camera to folks. You can just see full on standing in front of you in your living room, or if you need bigger distance, across a parking lot. So there's no one way about this. What will you allow for is the rub. And that's why Ray is so good at helping people relax and tap what they've already got to allow for more, which generally means more love, being in the heart, and peace. Ray, come back when you're ready and share with us what happened with Kuan Yin. How cool was she today? Pretty cool.
She was pretty cool. Her energy was loving as always. And I got a beautiful kiss on my third eye. My third eye was really sort of like throbbing, and she handed me a lotus flower.
Damn, Skippy. Okay, I tried to do an old American expression. Did you look into her eyes deeply and also get one extra dimensional experience?
Yes, but that's private.
Oh, okay. Yep. And then we keep it private. I'll read another quote from Angels. If anyone thinks I wrote this, thank you. You're the best. I guess I'm a saint, but nah. Here it is. And then I'd love to get your reaction. This is going to be really easy. This is like putt putt golf, and your ball is right on the edge of the hole, and you're about to just knock it in. Okay. Sometimes the person next to you or a stranger just needs validation via love and compassion. A smile changes any moment. So too does laughter or a few kind words. Be compassionate to all. Do it. Tell us more, Ray.
When you do have that stranger next to you at the bus stop or in the queue, and you're thinking, oh my God, why have they picked on me? Remember that that person may not had anyone to speak to for a long time, especially if it's an older person. Quite often older people, when they go out, yes, they might in the queue be talking to the checkout person. Don't get impatient with that, because that older person may not have spoken to anyone for so long, and that talking to the checkout person or talking to yourself is allowing them to feel that connection with another human being, which will allow them to feel good because they've had that connection. They're not isolated anymore, and they can take that energy back with them, which will sustain them until the next time they actually get to communicate with someone. So don't get impatient with people like that. You know, as you said, smile at them, give them a kind word, maybe laugh at a joke, but just send the energy out of unconditional love, that energy of a hug. You don't physically need to hug, you can just literally take a breath and breathe out love as a hug to them. And just sort of notice their reaction, but don't get angry or upset with them or impatient, even if you're in a rush, because that could be, not to bring anything down, but that could be the last contact they have with somebody.
So self-love, it's the next
Mm.
topic here, and how it's almost the crux or the most important thing one can do for themselves, the earth, and anything else they think they're going to embark on in their life. In fact, when you're in your heart, all the fun stuff that you've ever had or ever will have happened because you're in your heart by definition. Can you wax poetic on that for just a brief bit? And then we're going to put you through the ringer on self-love. This has never been done in 400 tapings before. You should have a blast. It's very private to you. You're only going to share what you get that you want to share out loud. But talk to us about this whole self-love thing. Is it really the key to everything?
I think it is, um, because when you've got self-love, you are your own person. You're not relying on outside influences. You're not being drawn along and taken down paths that are not meant for you. You know who you are. You know, you are not afraid to be you. And you can have that compassionate love for every living thing without it annoying you or getting you down.
Now, do you mind having an ambassador step forward? It could be Michael, it could be Big Mary, it could be Quan Yin, it could be Joy the Angel. And I'm going to show a photo, a modern photo of Mary, but first I'll do the classic one that everybody knows. If you're from Ireland, you have to have Mary this way. I've learned the hard way. But I have a modern photo of Mary that photo will change and her eyes will get sparkly, so I'm dying to put it up. And you can even see rainbow glitter around you in the room. So, not that I'm suggesting Mary, but let her shift in the photo, catch rainbow glitter around you in the room. You're not vacuuming 5 days later, sending a mean note, nor is any of the audience members at home. It's just light. It will go away. If you do a little thinking, your light goes away, no problem. That's love is a constant. All it takes is a little thinking to pull you out of love. Okay, is Mary changing it all in the photograph? Are you feeling extra rainbow light? Are you getting a little extra love and compassion? Do you feel it?
Definitely more rainbow energy, more sparkly rainbow energy, and the rainbow energy getting brighter.
And that rainbow is spelled with an RAE at the front of it because how sparkly you are. Now, here's unfortunately the game show, the trap you've walked into, Ray.
Ooh.
um, you're going to get an act of self-love. They're going to show you with a mirror or give you a compliment or just hug you or say you already know. And you're not going to share it out loud, but I've got like, I swear, maybe 20 angels or other figures. And we're going to put them up one at a time. At the very minimum, if you want out of that angel, you got something, but you don't want to share it. Just say, got it, and I'll go to the next one. But if it's something shareable, it could be a smell. It could be a vision. It could be an angel and your relative coming in. I don't know. It's twister wheel spinning it. Here's Joy. Have her show you how much love you're doing for yourself and how proud they are of you. And people get weepy sometimes, but we've never done this before. So you could be the first getting weepy over an amazing compliment. And do you want to share anything or can I just go to the next?
You can just go to the
I thought it
next.
was going to be pretty big. I'm psychic too, but my belief is don't tell anybody anything because if they do their own listening, they're 50 times better off. But don't listen to me. It's why you hire Ray. She's good at what she does. Okay, here's Charlotte. This one you might have to share out loud. Get a sanitized version after you get something amazing. Feel it all over, blue light up and down. She's got an Orion background originally, not to get too galactic or woo 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 and make you worried. She's an angel today. I've seen her in human form in Austin, Texas.
Now is the time to shine your light.
I love it. Now, the Oceany one, Minn, my guardian angel, 80,000 other people's guardian angel. And if you watched in 2024, episode 110, Dr. Karen Wyatt, it's her guardian angel. She shares in the story when she was like 7. I'm making up the age. You got to listen to the show. She's in a safe house, safe bed at night, pitch dark. She woke up to an angel in all white standing at the foot of her bed. And from that moment on, she knew she wanted to be a doctor. And here she is interviewing, I don't want to say age, but she's retired, successful physician career for a long time. And she got to meet her as a full human on a California beach for 30 minutes and sit with her. No limits is no limits. Now, have men sock it to you with tons of reflecting your own love, how much you share with others, how much you share with yourself, how much you embody this, on the good days, good moments, at least twice a day, like a broken clock. But I know you do it a lot more than that. Have her really wow you. And then what can you generalize? You're not going to share it necessarily, but you can poke around it. What did you just get? Or what are you getting?
Share the love.
Okay, now here's a Penelope. I'll make this quick. She's a wonderful angel who's all about fun. She's my chief healing angel. There's a smiley face in there. What are you getting from Penelope? And if you want a little ball of light to go by external to you, she'll come by as a very tiny Bic pen point of light, like a tip of a pen or pencil. Little teeny ball of light and do a wiggle.
See beyond the illusions.
And here's Heather. She makes hearts in her photographs. I've got 1 million hearts on the website. I'll see if I can find one while we're buying time and really get something deep from her, but get a sanitized version you can share with all of us. Here's one more heart just to make the point. She'll come across as an Amazonian goddess or from Africa.
Okay. Find the crystal that wants to speak to you.
Ooh, well, we'll jump to a crystal real quick. Selenite consciousness, selenite crystal light, not the lemonade, or crystal consciousness. Selenite, now, it's usually a female voice, but you can hear the sound bowls. We did this before the show. It's very unusual. Only been doing this for like since August of 2025, but plenty of guests on air have done this. It's usually a female voice. Have the selenite consciousness speak to you and compliment you, or say good job, or point the way, or light you up. What are you getting?
Oh, beautiful, bright aura. It's like my aura is getting brighter and brighter.
And then Mac, don't call her Mackenzie. Everything plants, animals, and nature. She's got a Pleiadian background in the old days, today an angel. What are you getting from Mac?
Go out in nature more.
Archangel Gabriel. At least get a hug and a few encouraging words.
Yeah, no, that's private. Is there anything I can say publicly? Speak your truth.
Good one. Archangel Michael is next.
Oh, that's interesting.
What'd you get?
Look at the moonlight. Look at the moon. Don't ask me why, but that's
We did that the other night on a night walk run, and it was I'll just say the other person saw a rainbow light all over the moon, and I didn't see it right away. And then I had to look for it, look for it, look for it, which was very unusual. So I didn't think that was possible. But then again, in cloud cover, there's rainbow light reflecting off the clouds. I don't think there were any clouds, so it was really weird. Here's Dale An angel, again, who coached an Olympic athlete in the 70s, 80s, who won a lot of gold. You can kind of see a face in there. It doesn't always show up through two screens. But Dale's really gentle. Think of him as a Greg Kinnear if you need an American actor. And if you don't know Greg Kinnear, then fine, George Clooney, that's fine. But
Oh,
skinny,
George Clooney, I know.
yeah. And if you prefer George Clooney, close your eyes, see him on a beach, and he's very gentle though, not as assured as George Clooney, much more gentle. He's so kind and so gentle and doing such a great job here on Earth. Super high intention, great coach, very gentle.
Relax more. Don't
Yeah,
be don't be so tense. Be allow yourself to relax.
and
Give yourself permission.
he's one of my running coaches along with three Native American chiefs, and I'll often get relax, grab a beer, put your feet up, like on the patio. Okay, speaking of chiefs, here is Red Shirt, gentlest mom in the world, historical figure Lakota Sioux, wearing a U.S. presidential medal. That's Red Shirt, gentlest mom in the world. And that was given to him. And the next day, Geronimo and him, White House, Pennsylvania Ave, horseback parade. What are you getting from Red Shirt? He's a sweetie.
He's also got a little bit of sternness behind him as well. Mm. Okay, no, that's private.
Okay. And then four archangels a different way. Rainbow pie slices. Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel. Three more are chopped off down below, but four is enough.
We really do need to be looking to the skies.
Okay, I've only got a couple more here. Um, we'll do Claire, who's resilience, but also clarity. Angel, and what are you hearing from Claire? And get a beautiful ripple of light up and down your chakras, your back, your Kundalini Express, your highway.
Speak your truth.
Last one, I got a Rebecca for you, and she's support guidance. She's from really far out, some so far out it makes Pleiades, Andromeda, Orion look close to us and where music came from. There's actually four balls of light in there. I can't really get that to ever show, but I can show a different photograph that you'll get the idea. There's two and two, and here's like my book cover. That's Charlotte, the blue ball of light, and then the white one right there is Minn. And you can kind of see four balls of light. If I there you go, you might see it just vaguely. There's four balls of light in there. That's Rebecca, and she's a sweetie too. I mean, I'll say every angel's awesome. I'm a broken record. Have Rebecca do something very special, grand finale, like a fireworks show, and get something very fun from her.
Literally, as soon as you showed the picture, it was like angel wings just wrapping around like a beautiful blanket. It was beautiful.
Okay, and last act of interactiveness, I lied. We'll probably do something else in a little bit, but we'll start to wrap it up. Here's Joy. Ask her for her help on the following. I'm gonna think of an old like bodyboarding trip, being in the water, having fun, playing like an otter. And if you don't mind seeing my light, now if you don't want to see my light, that's fine. You'll just get a little bit of sparkles, either third eye or full on around you. But catch some sort of light from someone. Let Joy kind of maybe Joy and Charlotte help out. See what you can see. If at home you want to see my aura, what do I always say? Look at the nose. I think plenty of people tell you that on the videos. And then go to my forehead if you really need extra help. Tune out. Like I'm the most boring person or most exciting person in the world. And that when what happens in a class? The 1 hour feels like 15 minutes if they're exciting. The 1 hour feels like 5 hours. You can't wait for that class to be over. But either way, you might tune out and see auras on the people in the rows ahead of you down the auditorium if you're in an auditorium or you're in a theater for movies or at a restaurant when people eat, you're very open. So, Ray, are you getting a little bit extra light all around?
Oh, and getting some gold.
And you're gold. Thank you for being so patient with all of it. Um, why don't you wrap us up with a favorite mantra of yours that you think everyone could use nowadays? And then close us out. You're a show host for your own show, and you do a wonderful job on everything you touch. You're very much paying attention. If I can compliment you to round up the game show aspect just a moment ago, you really do pay attention, and it shows. What's your mantra for all of us? How can we pay attention more?
I'm love, I'm joy, I'm peace, I'm abundant, I'm grace, I'm light, I'm crystalline energy, I am the Christed consciousness on earth.
Ooh, that's good. And we won't make you repeat that 3 times. Okay, grab the angel Grace. She's rainbow light. We talked about her before the show, I think. Grab the angel Grace, and she's cool. We don't need a photo for her. This is a fun one. She's part of the cabal of faith, hope, harmony, joy, um, Lucy, who's patience, and some others that are self-explanatory. Harmony, and I have a photo of Harmony somewhere. I'll look for that while you tap her for a closing, not argument. We're not in a court trial here. Here's Harmony as well if you want her to boot. But between all the angels right now and maybe Grace and Harmony, what have you got for us as a final reminder?
Come together in community and communicate with each other.
Is it the more we have these interactions, the more we have the communication, the more we interact, the more there's soul to soul level interaction as well?
It's being in the right community and being aware and accepting the other person's point of view and them accepting your point of view. And even if those point of views don't go to the same spot, it's accepting that that is their reality, that is their truth. You have your own truth, your own reality, and that can bring people together, not divide. Now is the time for bringing people together. It's not for dividing. It's about accepting every person is their own unique individual on their own unique path. And you just have to have the love and compassion that they are doing what they need to do, and you just concentrate on what you need to do, what you are here to do. Don't worry about everyone else. Whereas you're on your path, moving yourself forward in your own light, then all those other lights come towards you, and that light expands, and that community, that communication is there. Trust and know and be.
Rae Calnan, incredible guest. Absolutely wonderful for you to grace us with your words, with your energy, your love for all of us. Thank you very much for being on Angels, Positivity, and Love.
Oh, no, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for having me on the show. And obviously, the invitation is there for you to come back on my show again this year, because when you were on my show, we had a brilliant time. So, yeah, come back on my show.
I love it. Thank you very much, Rae.
Take care. Bye.